when the good stuff happens. Alright, now we're actually going to find the area. So it says, find the area of the regular polygon. Okay, so this is a decagon with a 12.3 inch apothem and an 8 inch, what is that? Side? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to put 8 right here, and let's put our apothem in here. Our apothem is 12.3. Okay. Alright, so remember how we find the area of a parallelogram? You find the area of the Apothem Triangle and then just multiply by how many sides there are. How many Apothem Triangles are going to be in this shape? Let's see. I'll draw the Apothem Triangle like that, like so. Okay, so there's my Apothem Triangle. And how many sides do we have in this shape? 6? 8? You know, it's weird. This says decagon, and we have 8 sides right here. Cross that out, and let's write octagon. Okay, so we have 8 of these guys. And so, do you guys know the area? Do you guys know how to find the area of that?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
By the perimeter?
Oh, you want to find the perimeter? Yeah, you can go that way. I just want to find the area of that Apothem Triangle. So to find the area of that Apothem Triangle, the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Our base is going to be 8, and our height is going to be our apothem, and our apothem is 12.3. Yeah, 12.3 inches. Half of 8 is going to be 4, and I multiply it times 12.3. What do you get when you multiply 4 times 12.3? Come on. Wait, what is it? 49.2. Okay, so that's the area of just the Apothem Triangle. That's inches squared. Okay, but how many Apothem Triangles do we have again? There's 8 of them, so I have to go 49.2 and multiply it times 8. What do you get? Yeah, it'll be a big number. What do you get? 393.6 inches squared. Just found the area of that octagon. No problem. All right, the next one. The radii of the regular hexagon create what? Am I reading this right? The radii of the regular hexagon create 6. Okay, yeah, that's plural right there. 60-degree angles at the center of the shape. Is this a hexagon? Yeah, it's a hexagon. Use the 30, 60, 90 triangle to find the apothem A and solve. Okay, here, check this out. We got the center, and here's our apothem triangle. Ooh. And it says it creates 60-degree angles at the center of the shape. So that means this right here is 60 degrees. Now, we could have figured that out on our own because there's 6 sides, and we know that all of these add up to 360. So I just we go 360 divided by 6, and I get 60. So this is 60 degrees right here. So what is the measure of this?
30.
That's 30 degrees. So this is 90, and what's the measure of this one? This angle. That one's 60. Okay. Now, did it give us any measurements? It says the radii of the radii is going to create 6 angles, either 360 to find it. Oh, we just have to find the apothem. Okay, this doesn't give us any measurements, though. Hold on. This problem should have given us like a side measure. So let's make this side measure 4. Okay, that side measure is 4. Now, in order to solve this, we have to know what the apothem is. In order to find the apothem, we could use this right triangle right here, the 30, 60, 90, to help us find it. Do we know the measure of that side right there? No, it's not 1. It's 2. How do I know it's 2? We had to split the 4 in half because the apothem splits not only these angles in half, or that angle in half, but it also splits this side in half. Okay, so split it in half, so I know that's 2. If I know that's 2, then I can find the apothem. You guys remember the reference triangle? The reference triangle looks like this, the 60 right here and the 30 right here. We have rad 3 right there, 1 right there, and 2 right there. So this right here equals the 1, and this equals rad 3. What's this one going to be? Yeah, it's going to be 2 rad 3. We just have to multiply by 2. So we have 2 rad 3. Can we find the area of this hexagon now? Faux show. We have our apothem triangle. Let's see. Let's use orange. My apothem triangle. What's the area of my apothem triangle? Let's see. We have 4, or 1/2 times 4 times 2 red 3. Half of 4 is 2, so I have 2 times 2 red 3, and then I multiply those, I get 4 red 3. That is, not going to give me units, so I'll just say units squared. That is the area of one apothem triangle. How many apothem triangles are in this hexagon? 6. And so I have to multiply this by 6. And you just have to multiply the 4 by 6. Don't multiply the 3 by 6 because the 3 is inside the radical. 4 times 6 is 24, so we have 24 red 3 units squared. So we were able to use the 30, 60, 90 to help us find the apothem so that we could find the measure of that apothem triangle. Okay, here we go. The equilateral triangle has 12.7 inches as its radius. Use the 30, 60, 90 to find the apothem A and solve. Okay, well, I'm just going to find the whole area. We will find the apothem, but let's also find the whole area. Now let's put the measurements that we know on our picture. We know that the radius is 12.7. Okay, now I have a question. If I draw in the rest of my radiuses, or radii, okay, do you guys know the measure of this angle right here? It's the same measure as this one and the same measure as this one. How are you going to find the measure of this one angle? Wait, 360 divided by 3. You're right, because if I go all the way around, that'd be 360. That's how I'm going to find the measure of just one angle. So if I divide that by 3, that's going to be 120, so this is 120 degrees. So if this is 120 degrees, what's the measure of this guy?
60.
Yeah, that one's 60 right here. This is 90, and that's 30. There's our 30, 60, 90. That's going to help us find the apothem. And it's going to help us find the measure of this side. This is your question, Vanessa. Very good. Okay, so if I have, let's draw a 30, 60, 90. So we have a reference triangle. That's 60, and our 30 is on the bottom this time. This is radical 3. This is 1, and that's 2. Okay? Now, we know that this equals this. Well, they don't equal. They're similar to each other. So I'm going to use proportions. I know there's other ways to do this, but I think a lot of you guys understand the proportions way. So I'm saying 2 over 12.7 because those are both the what is that word? Hypotenuse. Okay, and then let's find the apothem first since that one's the 1. So 1 over A. We'll do 1 over A for our apothem. And now let's find it. Okay, so cross multiply, we got 2A equals 12.7. We went that times that, and that times that. They equal each other. Then we have to divide by 2. So if I divide this by 2, I get A equals 6.35?
Yeah.
Why are you saying 6.4? Oh, you rounded. No, let's do this. 6.35, that's more exact. That's our apothem. Let's see, 6.35. Okay. What's the other measurement I need in order to find the area of this apothem triangle? Yeah, we need to have the base. Can we find this number right here?
Yeah.
Yes, we can find that number. That number is compared to this one, the radical 3. Now, since we know this one, we really just have to multiply this times the radical 3. But that's kind of nasty because it's a decimal and everything. Yeah, let's just do it. Can you guys, in your calculator, can you guys go 6.35 and multiply it times radical 3 and tell me what the decimal is? Let's round it to the 100. What do you get? Alright, it actually works out nicely. It rounds to 11. And we're rounding. So we'll leave it as 11. That's 11. So what's the length of this whole base? 22. Now we really don't need to know 22. But let's just stick to the formula that we know for the area of a triangle. So we're going to find the area of that apothem triangle. We're going to go 20 or 1/2 of 22, and that's why we don't need it. Because what's half of 22? Yeah, see, 11's already there. Okay, half of 22, and we have to multiply that times 6.35.
Wait, don't you do 6 point?
No, this guy. 6
Yeah,
point.
I know, but when you do 6 point.
All right, Aiden just asked a good question. I want to make sure it's in the video. This is an apothem. This is a radius. The radius is bigger than the apothem. So you cannot just double this and say that that's the height of this triangle. Don't do that. Stick with the apothem triangle right here, the smaller one. That's how we're going to find this, the area. And once we find the area of this apothem triangle, what will we multiply it by to find the area of the whole thing? 3, because there's 3 apothem triangles. There's one right here, there's one right here, and there's one right here. So 3 Apothem Triangles. So let's just multiply by 3 right now. Okay. This is going to be 11 times 6.35. Can you guys punch this in the calculator for me?
It's 69.5.
All right, say it again.
Oh, wait, 11, the whole thing, it's
209.95?
0.5.
0.55. Okay, and that's, do we have units here? Yeah, inches. Inches squared. Okay, that's the area of this nasty triangle.